Hello, welcome to pricing spreadsheet. Now we're going to do something on pricing, okay? So guys, to give you guys an idea of how to quote these guys, the product prices, okay? It has to be enough for the runners, it has to be enough for us, and it has to be enough for everyone, okay? So let me give you an example of how much you should be charging or should be telling them so that we make money, the runners make money, and everyone makes money, okay? And you make money and we all make money. So here's how it works. So let's say the cost of a product, okay, so here the primary things people want are beer, wine, vodka, whiskey, vapes, cannabis, and more, okay? And then other stuff, okay? So we have to do some kind of pricing. Now, here is the pricing to give you an idea of a 6-pack of beer. So a 6-pack of beer is around $15 is the cost. A wine can be around 12, vodka around 15, whiskey around 20, vapes, depending on the vape, they're usually around 20 is the cost. And cannabis joints, the cost is around, the same, maybe 10. And other stuff we have to quote, okay? So a runner usually has to make at least, $12.50 up to $50, okay? Range. Runner profit. Okay, StayRunners. Okay, so sometimes we take 50% if we're lucky. If we can negotiate 50% of each delivery. Sometimes we're going to make only 40%, as low as 30%, and 20%. It depends. Okay, so the StayRunners profit is going to be the total of whatever this profit plus whatever profit we want to make. Now, let's say we ended up quoting, 15 plus 12 plus 12, 12.5. So the total is this plus that plus that. That's the total we can quote, ensuring that we can get for 6-pack of beer, we're going to get $40 or $39. You can make it $39. Now, usually the runner has to make $12.50 usually on a close by order, okay? So the minimum where we make nothing, okay, where we make nothing is this plus that, okay? That's $27.50, but we make nothing because we're going to give them all the profit, and quoting $27 for a 6-pack is just too little, so we got to bump it up higher, okay? We have to, and then we can play around with the margins. So let's say the runner profit minimum is $12.15 on this particular order. So what we got to do is we got to quote maybe a bit more. So let's say we're able to get 20%, worst case scenario. So then we got to quote 20% of the 12, sorry. So 20% of 12.20, okay, is equal to 20% of that. So the 20% total would be this times that. Okay, we would make only $2.50 on this particular transaction, which is really so little, but in worst case scenarios, we would go for it. So the total on there, on that particular one, would be 15 plus that, okay? $30. we normally never go as low as 30. We usually go 39, 40, 35, 33, but nothing less than that. And this is 375 ml. This is for 6-pack of regular beer. This is like 750 milliliter of wine. These are 375 milliliters. And you can count on anything that's 750, which is called a 26er. It's the double in size. Okay. So okay, so that gives you an idea. So here's the same thing. So the runner's got to make at least 12.50, or they can make more. But depending on the delivery, sometimes they'll want to make more money, so you have to charge more. But don't feel afraid to start high and go low, right? You can start at like 45 and go down to 39 and maybe 35, but be strong with your negotiation, because the more money we make, the more money the runner makes, and the more money everyone makes. Okay, so here you can do the same again, 12.50. But now we're trying to standardize this so that the totals are going to be, reasonably good profit for us. So, that would be the profit on that. But maybe in this case, they want to make 15. We want to make 15. So the price is 42. Okay, same here. So now that you have the cost, you can play around with this sheet and come up with a standard price of what people are willing to pay during the day, because we have lots of competition during the day and we can't quote too much, but there is opportunities. Now, the big opportunity for profit is at night. So we can charge these prices, but during the day, we have to learn what people are willing to pay for stuff, right? So if people are willing to pay, more money, you have to get used to how much people are willing to pay for things. And that's how it works, right? Pretty well, that's how it works. Now, for other stuff, we have to get the cost. So sometimes we'll say cost plus $29 delivery fee. So it could be cost plus 29. Then you got to find a runner who's willing to agree to do it for this profit. Okay, so your work is pretty intensive to close the sale. But look, we're being honest with customer service. Sometimes we get big orders, sometimes we get small orders, but then you got to get really fast in your head as to how much to charge. And then you can, let's say somebody wanted a 6-pack of beer, some weed, vapes. Okay, so you got to be quick to the punch. Okay, our cost is 15. The weed is say 10, and the vapes are 20. So now you got to do a quick calculation, 30, 45. So let's see, that's $12.45 is the cost. So now how much we want to make? Let's make $20 on this delivery. So we got to put up to 60 plus the runner. So 65 cents. So you might go for $89, and they might go for it. Try to get a deposit of $9 e-transfer or cash on delivery. Now you're going to have experiences where people are going to cancel. That's just part of the game. You want to try and get them to deposit or e-transfer to the runner's account. You're going to have to get the e-transfer emails from them. Okay, so this is the initial training course on pricing of products here with StayRunners. Okay, StayRunners pricing. Now I know this is new. This is you would expect something much more standard, okay? But there's many factors to consider, okay? Because first of all, depending on the city that you're going to focus in on. So let's start with, say, Brussels, okay? Let's just look at Brussels as an example. Okay. We're going to go to Brussels, Belgium. Okay, now, first of all, you want to look at the distance. The distance is a huge factor in terms of one part of the city to the other. Okay, so let's say you find out that in Brussels, your friend with the fridge is sitting right over here, and the delivery is over here. Now you can look at the distances of what the typical distance is. You know, you go from one point here to the next point here. The distance could be very significant. So you may have to charge a larger delivery fee. But if it's really close by, the lower delivery fee. But let's say somebody wanted a delivery, you know, way out here, way out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, then that could be an hour's drive. Then you got to negotiate enough profit, and you got to talk to them. I'm not. It's worth it. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta. So it's a very artistic style of working, but each customer situation is unique, and you have to be very flexible in the pricing to consider the StayRunners profit, the runner's profit, and everyone's profit. Okay, so it's always good to get a direction. Go to Google's Maps, see where it's located. So for instance, Vancouver, I'll give you an example here. Vancouver, here we have pretty well pricing here, but when you come out here, it's more expensive. If we have a runner here, then of course, if we have a runner in Surrey that's available, then of course it's going to be cheaper because boom. But if a runner has to come from all the way here, all the way over here, which is an hour drive, we're going to charge way more, and we're going to get a deposit. We're going to ask them for a deposit before they do the delivery because of the fact of the distances. Okay, so those factors you got to consider when you're on the phone, and it's a matter of learning over time the formulas and be quick to the gun as to the costs, and then you'll be able to give a win-win transaction for everybody, including the runner, StayRunners, and the customer, so that everyone wins. Thank you.